Hello and welcome to another Pokemon Online battle. And about that video that I posted on Saturday where I was all freaking out and getting all emotional up in this hizzy. So the reason being behind that is that, I kind of overreacted to not being able to post any content on Saturday, so I wrote you guys a sob story and I started freaking out in front of a camera and thought it would be super fun and like a jellyfish to go ahead and post that on YouTube for my humiliation. And if you read the whole description that was longer than the video itself, then you get my star of approval. And yeah, you may have realized that it was a kind of like a letter of resignation and a suicide note. So if you enjoyed that video, if you enjoyed my suicide, then go ahead and give that video a like, because that always helps me out. So, yeah, that was only the second suicide note I've written in my life, so without further ado, let's just get on with the battle. So I'm up against his Caracosta when I lead off with my Pinsir. So first thing I know that thing is going to do is set up a Shell Smash, so I just go straight away for the Earthquake to break that thing sturdy. So he gets all the boost and the goodies that the bag Shell Smash has to offer, but I'm not going to like that, so Exeggutor comes in to hopefully take the Stone Edge or Waterfall. But Exeggutor is down to 5% HP, so Leech Seed is going, and a recycled Citrus Berry is going to be able to bring Exeggutor back to about half HP. And since Caracosta is seeded and its biological clock is kind of ticking down, so I switch out into my Quagsire, which I really just should have done in the first place because Quagsire is unaware. And if you are unaware of unaware, ignores stat changes on the opponent. So he goes into Cacturn, which completely walls his Quagsire because it resists Earthquake and it has Water Absorb, and I have lots of experience with this hellish figure demon, so I just switch out into my Pinsir to get the ×4 attack on it. He goes for the Sucker Punch, and it doesn't do anything, but the second Sucker Punch is going to take me down to less than half HP. But the X-Scissor is going to take that thing out because its ×4 effective. So Mesprit comes in, I hate this thing, so I just X-Scissor it, get a crit, a well-earned and deserved crit on the Mesprit, because about 100% of people that play NU have a Mesprit, and it's flippin' annoying. So, Emboar comes in, I go into Tentacool, not predicting a Hammer Arm, just trying to sponge up that thing's moves, and it does it pretty well. And why, Tentacool, are you all frozen? Why is your sprite being stupid? So I set up a Toxic Spikes as he goes for a Sucker Punch, and the Scald, I was kind of fishing for a burn, it doesn't happen, so Tentacool just dies. He got up one layer of Toxic Spikes, and I condemn him for that, or condone. There's a difference between those two words. So Absol comes in, and I trick it like a dumbass, because I give it a Scarf, which is a Scarfed Absol is still very threatening, as you can see by that Night Slash, which takes on my Gardevoir in one hit. So Quagsire comes in to hopefully wall that Absol, but he gets a crit with Night Slash, and I'm just going to set up curses at this, as that thing kind of tries to kill me off with Night Slashes. So he goes for another Night Slash, thank god it doesn't get a crit, so I just recover away the damage and get back to good condition. So, he retreats his Absol, sends in his Emboar, becomes poisoned and damaged from rocks and spikes, Toxic Spikes, so I just go for another Curse. And knowing that thing can't really do much to me, I'm kind of free to set up. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, which does hurt, but I am at ×2 attack defense, so Earthquake will still be able to take that thing out. So Probopass comes in, has an air balloon, which kind of sucks, so I'm going to have to pop that balloon with a waterfall, and Power Gem does nothing to Quagsire because Quagsire is the loveliest derp in the world. So after that air balloon's popped, I'm just going to follow up with an Earthquake and kill that Probopass, and that Probopass didn't really do anything, so that's kind of dead weight on his team. So, right now the score is looking at 4-2, with me in the lead, and Quagsire is doing work even though he's burned. So, Absol comes back in, probably going to go for the Sucker Punch, but instead he just goes for the Night Slash, and gets another crit. So, there's crits going everywhere, coming out the wazoo, so I'm come into my Exeggutor to just kind of protect and stall that thing out of HP because it is poisoned. So, I send in my Gigalith, he gets a 3rd crit with Night Slash, which is really not cool, and it just dies. So, Karakasa comes in, that's his last Pokemon, and I went for the explosion here, but just for the lols, but Aqua Jet takes out my Gigalith, and that is the game. So, if you enjoyed that battle, please unsubscribe for me, so that's really good, and look at Camtasia. Look at Camtasia. Anyway, that's a really new move right there, but just enjoy its splendor, enjoy Camtasia, yeah. And, PO battles are really easy to get, so I'm going to be uploading them, besides on Saturday. I'm trying to reserve Saturday just for Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. Just throughout the rest of the week, I'm going to kind of post PO battles. So, until next time, toodaloo.